Welcome to this Qualoupe class in which we're going to look at assigning work either to individual analysts or to instruments. So we're in the sample manager. Here's a sample that I've loaded up and we're in the methods tab. Here's a list of the methods that are on this sample. We have appearance, metals and pH. So if I was to highlight the pH sample, I can double click on it or go to details. Just give that a second to open. Okay, so here's the method details. So at the top there's information about the method itself, the name, the version, a description and type that's been added. The bottom two windows are people and instrument. So the middle one here, people, is to allow you to assign this test on this sample to a particular person or analyst. So the lookup comes from the people table. So if I click on that, we can see a list of the users in Qualoupe. So let's choose a person, select. This person I've selected then becomes the analyst who's going to be doing this method, performing this test. So continue, save. So that was easy to assign it to an analyst, and you can see it's now displayed on that tab. So if I was to go to metals method, details, I can also access the details by just double clicking. So I've clicked twice, it brings up the same dialog window. So this one, instead of assigning it to an analyst, I'm going to assign it to an instrument. So we'll look up. I actually only have one instrument in the test data on this system, which is an XRF, which is handy. So we'll select that, continue, save changes. If we then scroll along to the right-hand end of the screen, we can see some more columns, and one of which is instrument name XRF. So you can see that that method has been assigned to this instrument. So the idea is you can do this to build up a work list. So just to show you how this works, so I think my example work list is not very interesting, but if we go to the print button, I've got an assigned worksheet report. So I shall run that report. Just wait for that to open. Okay, I'm going to click on preview. This opens in a new tab, and here's my report. So this is actually all the data in the database. So I've got a certain number of methods, metals methods assigned to this analyst. And if I go through, you can see there's a lot assigned to this user here. And it's up to you really to decide what design you want on your worksheet. A typical example would be in your Favorites tab. I'll just open the Favorites tab to show you. You could have a shortcut to a report, and the user could log in, run this report, and it will show them the samples that have been assigned to them and the tests they have to do. Or similarly, you could have an icon for a report that would show you all the tests that have been assigned to a particular instrument. So you could come in, run that report, print off what you get. As I said, this isn't a particularly good example of that sort of report, but you could print it off, and that gives you a pick list to go and locate those samples and prepare the tests to run through that instrument. So it's quite simple. I'll go back into Sample Manager, you highlight the method. Let's load some records up. I'll just wait for it to load. highlight the method, go to details. This one's already assigned, I see. Oh, the screen is just lagging slightly. There we are. This one's already assigned. I can also assign it to an instrument. And it's as simple as that. So I hope this has proved useful. Thank you for watching.